Préface, sixth stanza. Serait fourmillant comme un million d'helminthes. Dans nos cerveaux rebotte un peuple de démons. Et quand nous respirons, la mort dans nos poumons descend, fleuve invisible avec de sourdes plaintes. So in translation, we have packed together, squeezed together, swarming like a million helminths, parasitic worms. A people or race of demons is partying in our brains. And when we breathe, death in our lungs descends, or death descends into our lungs. Invisible river with deaf, muffled, silent wails. A little vocabulary. Serrer here, squeeze together, comes from the first conjugation verb serrer, S-E-R-R-E-R, to squeeze, pack in. It's also what you do when you serrer la main. When you shake hands, you actually squeeze hands in French. Fourmillant comes from the word fourmi, ant, the little insect. So you can picture a mass of ants swarming on something, crawling all around. And helminth is a parasitic worm. We do have the word in English too, helminth. It's not common, so if you read English translations, I think this is usually translated as maggots. But if you want a visual, and this is true of a lot of vocabulary words actually, rather than going to the dictionary, try doing a Google image search, and that should sear the word for helminth into your cerveau, into your brains. Riboter here is a fun first conjugation verb as well, to party, a bit wild party. And we're still in present tense indicative. This is the third person singular form of the verb, and the subject of this verb is peuple, a people or race. So even though it's the plural demons who are doing the actual partying, it's the singular collective noun that governs the verb. So just like in English. A bonus poetry vocabulary word. Here I type it out so you can see it. Alexandrin is the same thing in English, Alexandrine verses. That means there's 12 syllables to the line. So when you're reading this to yourself, and I hope you do, it's fun, bear in mind the goal is 12 syllables, and sometimes it's a little bit fudged. So for this last line, for example, I would have called 14 syllables with a little pause there for the comma maybe. You can feel out what kind of makes sense to shorten a little bit so that you can tend towards that goal of 12 syllables per line.